Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I cannot believe it is March. If you're new here, my name's Joey. I'm a homebody lifestyle vlogger in Canada and just wanted to say hi before we continue with the video. Just went to Top 100. These were on sale. This is my favorite non-spicy instant noodle. I grew up eating this. This is a Hong Kong brand. Was it a Hong Kong brand? It is a Hong Kong brand. This says Hong Kong on there. And then we also got this one. We got veggies, lots of veggies, some Chinese sausage. Sometimes I like to make a clay pot rice, fish balls, stuffed balls, and I got some spices, some cinnamon, we got some cumin, got some star anise. I am going to attempt chicken pho. I just need to get a few more spices at a different grocery store. That is the grocery haul. It's been a while since I had my parents over for dinner, so tonight we are cooking braised pork belly and a few other side dishes to go along with the meal. So I actually gave them a shower this morning and they're nice and clean. They are senior dogs, which is why they have diapers on them. But yeah, I just like deep cleaned the house too. Okay, so today is a Tuesday and we are off to the Francines and GoodThief collab. It's a restaurant in Vancouver. Really excited. It's a sold out event, and even though it is St. Patty's Day, neutral tones all the way. This kind of looks green in this light, but a little close up of the makeup. Skin has been skinning, and honestly, the holy grail for me right now is the VT Riedel shot. I upped it to 300, and my skin is, yeah, very, very happy about that purchase. This March is absolutely crazy. So busy, but in all the best ways. We actually have a ton of friends that are going to be at this event. We're basically probably going to take up half the restaurant, so it'll be really nice to see everyone. So yeah, but I honestly just wanted to pop in here because my skin was looking really good today. I tried very hard to get my skin back to this point, and now that it is, I gotta give myself some credit and, be a little bit easier on myself now. This is by far my favorite meal of 2026. I was so amazed by these 3 starters that we had. Overall, we really enjoyed that Vietnamese twist that GoodThief brought to this collaboration. This is truly a terrible angle, but I just finished my upper body workout. I'm exhausted. That was like the pump and the motivation that I needed today. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm ready to kickstart the rest of the day. Doing skincare right now. I'm gonna try a new product. This is the Clio Glazing Prep Base. Also fills my lashes. Ooh, it is runnier than I thought. It smells pretty good. I used to have like this princess perfume when I was a kid. Kind of reminds me of this. I have a few eczema flare-up. Skin is never perfect. I don't know if I'm gonna redo my makeup later. I kind of need my makeup to last today. I should probably tell you why it's such a big day. I don't know if you guys know.
If you watch my vlogs from way back,
you know that I am huge. I'm a big fan of sumo. Big fan. And there's sumo events all weekend, and we just so happen to be going today. I follow a few YouTube sumo channels. I am a diehard fan. I know every sumo at the stable, and unfortunately they're not the ones that are here. I've never seen live sumo before. The last few times I've been to Japan, that was something that I did not do. I'm very excited, and it's held in Calgary, so why not? Honestly, me falling in love with sumo, such a random thing. Very candid. When I was severely depressed for a few years, and it got increasingly bad to the point where I actually had no desire to eat. Everyone around me was stressed besides myself, because I was just not in a good mental place. And I think within like a few months, I was the lightest I've ever been. I was like 110 pounds, and I was like normally averaging in my mid 130s. I had to see a family doctor every week for a weigh-in because she was very concerned about my weight. I realized that I had to do something about it, even though I didn't care to eat, didn't really want to eat. I think at one point I was just eating like one hard-boiled egg a day, and that would sustain me. Like, I just didn't feel hunger. So I came across sumo because I'm really into mukbangs and stuff, and one of the videos came out. I started watching it, and like, sumos have to eat train or food train. And I felt like I was kind of like doing that too. And watching them eat kind of made me kind of want to eat as well. I continued on watching it, and it actually became like a hobby. They go through several tournaments like every quarter basically. And I watch my favorite sumos. I check their rank. I am
Huge
fan. Watching my aunt's dogs right now, and you know, they're old senior dogs, so they have accidents. Just making sure I have all the doors closed in case they pee on a mat. Yeah, so that's basically how the whole sumo journey began. I don't know, I just applaud them because there is a lot of training and perseverance when it comes to sumo, and they all have to live together too while they train until I think you're high enough in rank. But yeah, most of the sumos that I'm really into, they all stay at the stable, train together, eat together. It's really cute because the one stable that I really like, they have like cooking teams. So certain groups of sumos will cook chanko, which is like kind of like, I want to say their big sumo hot pot or stew, and apparently it is really good. I've never had it before, but just them eating it makes me want to try it too. So that is what we're doing in the afternoon. Yeah, so lots going on today. I'm back on that matcha train because I realized I have so much matcha to go through. It has been a minute since I've made matcha. I kind of miss it. It's a bit therapeutic.
and a good workout, I guess.
Cheers. Oh my god, what a hectic morning. We are off to Stampede Grounds. I got this hair. Weather is kind of bleh. But yeah, we're gonna head to Sumo.
It's a great way to stay connected to what's happening in our own city.
They incorporated a Q&A section as well as demonstrations, so you can really see how sumo wrestlers train. And this is very standard in a lot of the practices that the sumo wrestlers have at the stable. They also demonstrated some winning moves for how sumo wrestlers can win a match.
Watch the belt grab and the throw. Hierarchy in the violet, Waka in the green.
I really enjoyed the tournament that they had because it really showcases the different techniques that sumos use depending on size, height, and what they can do to their advantage. It's important to note that when sumos go into a tournament, it's stretched over a few weeks, and most of the time the sumo wrestlers only have 1 or maybe 2 matches a day. So I did understand why the structure of the matches were slotted with a lot of Q&A. And truthfully, with the sumos being the weight that they are, it is extremely exhausting for them to be doing multiple rounds of matches in just a few hours. During the Q&A, one guest asked who was Ichi's most challenging opponent, and he said Hakuho, which is one of my favorite sumos. He is very respected in the Japanese sumo world. So it was really cool to meet a sumo wrestler who has also been in a match with him. We are home from sumo. Time to let them out. Okay. We're currently in the opera room and everything's all set up. It looks gorgeous. We have our own little bar area as well. And yeah.
You can hear it like crap. And he's like, toothache gone.
Good morning. Today is Sunday. Doggos are all hanging out. Oh. Oh, hi, Poopy. Boop, boop, boop. Do you know? Are you sad that Yaki and Soba are gone? Now, the house is quiet. It does feel pretty weird. Originally we had their sleeping pen there, and now it's just empty.